How's it going, everyone? It's truly Mystic, and I'm just very excited for the next season of Fortnite. Next season, we're probably going to be getting a Marvel season, as it has been teased multiple times in the files, as well as giving us this iconic image for what we can expect for the theme of next season. Now, if next season is going to be a Marvel themed season, that means we're going to most likely be getting some Marvel skins in the Battle Pass. Not only that, but we're probably going to be seeing some Marvel skins in the item shop, which opens up a whole Pandora's box of who we could expect to come out in Season 4. So, I made a top 10 list. These are going to be the top 10 Marvel characters that I personally would want to come into the game next season. Now, just want to state the rules out there first. All these characters are going to be Marvel IP characters. So no Fortnite-ified Marvel outfits like Bright Star or Cuddlepool. And also, this is going to be my personal list. So you guys might have your own opinions on who you want to see in the upcoming Marvel season, and please write them down in the comments section. I would love to know who you want to see in the upcoming Marvel season. That way I can get a good gauge of what the community is hoping for. So please share them down below. Now again, this is just my opinion. I did also incorporate a little bit of what the community might want to see. So this list should be a close list of what most people would want to see in Fortnite. But of course, this is going to be my personal list. Cool? Alright, let's get straight into it. Now first, I want to start off with the honorable mentions. And so far we have one honorable mention on this list, and that's going to be Gwenpool. Gwenpool is rumored to come out next season, as we have a Lego version of her in the files. And so she won't be officially on the list, but I did want to include her in honorable mentions, just in case you guys are already typing away in the comment section below. So yeah, can't wait to see Gwenpool, putting her at the honorable mention spot. Now, let's get straight into this list. Coming in at number 10, we have the Iron Man Mark 1 suit. Now, hear me out. I know we have Iron Man already in the game, although technically that's Tony Stark, as it says in his name right here. To get the iconic Iron Man Mark 1 suit into the game would just be phenomenal. Iron Man built this suit with a box of scraps in a cave, an iconic line that many people still use to this day. Yeah, it may not look the best, it might be one of the uglier ones on this list, but you can't deny that the Iron Man Mark 1 set everything in motion for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, Tony Stark is Iron Man. He started it all. So it would be cool to see this suit in some way, shape, or form in the game. Could even be like a mythic item, who knows. Speaking of mythic items, one little thing that I want to do for each character on this list is quickly come up with some sort of mythic that they could have in the game. So for number 10, the Iron Man Mark 1, for a mythic, I'm thinking a flamethrower. We don't have a flamethrower in Fortnite, which is weird because Fortnite loves fire-based items. But I think a flamethrower mythic from this Iron Man Mark 1 suit in the game would just be phenomenal. Anyways, he's going to be sitting at number 10, so let's move on to the next entry on this list. Coming in at number 9, we have a member from the Guardians of the Galaxy, Nebula. Now, I put Nebula at number 9 because we have Groot, Mantis, Drax, Gamora, and Star-Lord in the game, but we don't have Nebula. We even have Rocket Raccoon as a back bling. I think Nebula deserves it, as the rest of her team is in the game, so she should have a shot at coming in as well. I think many Fortnite players would like a Nebula skin, as I think she would look pretty slick and clean. I'd see a lot of pro players use her, and I mean, yeah, I think overall she definitely deserves it. And for some sort of mythic I would give her, maybe like a medallion that allows you to regenerate and maybe move faster or quietly, maybe hide your footsteps from players, something like that. Could be a medallion, could be some sort of mythic that she could hold. Maybe give her some sort of weapon that you could use, like a staff or an agile axe, but yeah, overall, Nebula, putting it in at number 9. Let's move on. Now, coming in at number 8, we have Kang the Conqueror. Kang is one of those Marvel villains that makes you wonder why they haven't been added into Fortnite yet. Supposedly being set up to be one of the big bads for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, makes you wonder why Kang isn't already in the game by now. I mean, we have Thanos and Loki, so maybe they're just waiting for a perfect time to introduce him when he's set in a big Avengers movie. But either way, I think Kang is overdue, as he's been featured in a good amount of Marvel media by now. And I mean, just look at him. He looks menacing, he gives Doctor Doom vibes, who's already in the game, mind you. And I definitely think that this guy would have sick customization with that mask and overall be an epic addition into the game. Now, for a mythic item, this one's gonna be a little interesting, but we know Kang's powers allow him to time travel and even manipulate technology. So maybe a mythic item for him could allow you to move a couple steps back from where you currently are, kind of how Apex Legends handles a time travel ability. And for the ability to control different types of technology, maybe act as some sort of EMP device to use against cars or maybe vaults set around the map. Who knows how much technology we'll have in season 4, so something like that could be pretty useful. But anyways, I think number 8 is a good spot for Kang because I think some of the next entries coming up are even better. So let's move on. Coming in at number 7, we have Dormammu. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Please come to Fortnite already. Dormammu gives off similar vibes to Ghost Rider, having that sort of fire skull head. And I mean, look at him. He just looks so menacing. A skin like this in the game could easily fit as a tier 100. And even if it was thrown in the item shop, I know it would sell well. He's menacing, fierce looking, and I love his different costumes that they give him in the comics. Obviously, it would be kind of weird for them to give them a Marvel Cinematic Universe version based off how they handled Dormammu in the movies. But overall, I think this is a solid addition, coming in at the number 7 spot. Now, for a mythic, his abilities are kind of similar to Kang's, although one thing that would be a little different is the ability to absorb life or manipulate souls. And I think Fortnite could do something really cool with this, where maybe if you have this mythic, you have the ability to restrain people or grab them. Just move your hand out, kind of like using the Force, and manipulate whatever they're doing. Maybe you can bring them closer to you or push them away. I think since we have something similar to this already in Fortnite, it could work. Maybe you shoot out your hand and you absorb someone's health for your own. Just unique and different mythics that I feel like would work really well with Dormammu. But that's my number 7 spot, so let's move on to number 6. Now, coming in at number 6, we have a long time awaited character, Vision. I feel like it's no surprise that Vision is on this list, considering that we have Wanda already in the game, the Scarlet Witch. After WandaVision, many people have wanted Fortnite to add the Scarlet Witch and Vision into the game, and it's criminal that we only got Wanda. I mean, come on, where's Vision? The way they could easily do Vision with the simple skin and his cape back bling is just easy. A member of the Avengers, I feel like he definitely deserves a spot to be introduced into the game. An alternate edit style I could also see them giving him is a white Vision look, like how we got it in WandaVision. Now, technically, he's a different character, but technically he isn't, so this could easily work out a simple color swap. As for the mythic ability, I think Vision could easily use his Mind Stone to zap enemies or even destroy builds. It would be sick to finally see him in the game and reunite with the Scarlet Witch. But now we're up to the top 5 Marvel characters that I would like to see in Fortnite Battle Royale. And I will say that these are just bangers after bangers. So let's dive straight in. Coming in at number 5, we have the Winter Soldier, Bucky. Your brother in arms, Captain America, is already in the game, as well as Sam Wilson as the Falcon. It's criminal that we don't have the Winter Soldier in the game by now, Mr. Bucky Barnes. The way how I could easily see the cinematic version of this character being implemented into the game just looks so simple. The mask, the hair, the iconic Civil War outfit, and of course, the metal arm. I think for this one, a large amount of the community would go ballistic if he came into the game. And I know this guy would look so badass holding a gun in the lobby and just looking menacing. As for a mythic, I think this is no surprise, but of course, his metal arm. Now, it would be kind of weird if you could pick up a metal arm in the game and use it as a mythic with other Fortnite skins, but I think Fortnite has done weirder before, so something like this could work, maybe as a gauntlet. You could use it maybe similar to the Nitro Fist and just bash enemies. Overall, I think this is a solid pick for the number 5 spot, but let's get to our number 4 spot, which I think maybe some of you could call it. Coming in at number 4, we have none other than the Fantastic Four. Is this a cop-out spot? Did I just put it to make the fours match? Maybe, but honestly, I think the Fantastic Four deserves the number 4 spot on this list. There's iconic characters in here like the Human Torch and the Thing. I think many players have wanted the Thing to come into Fortnite for a long time now. And having the Fantastic Four as like a bundle in the shop, or maybe one of the skins in the past, maybe as a secret skin, would just be undeniably so good. Now I know the Fantastic Four is a team, and so you might say it isn't fair that I put multiple characters on one spot. However, this is my list and I get to put whoever I want on it. So considering that the Fantastic Four works as one unit, I think it's fair to put them all at one spot. They all deserve it, and even recently with the promotion we've been getting for the Fantastic Four, I think, yeah, it's about time that we get these guys into the game. For mythic abilities, I think being able to use the Human Torch's abilities is more than enough. Being able to blast and jet off with maybe fire coming out of your hands and feet would just look so sick in Fortnite. And could you imagine a trailer with that in there? Like, yeah. Fantastic Four at number 4, no surprise there, they need to be in the game, and that's that. Now on to our top 3. For me, coming in at number 3, I had to put the god himself, Thor. But wait, I know we have Thor already in the game, 2 versions of him, and if you want to count his female counterpart, we have that as well. So why am I putting Thor on this list? Well, it's all because of Thor Ragnarok. This is Thor's best look. You can argue with me all day, but Ragnarok Thor just looks so iconic. They used him for Infinity War. We have Ragnarok Hulk in the game, Hela in the game, but no Ragnarok Thor. A good Chris Hemsworth version of this guy would bring chills if he was thrown in the game, and honestly I think it's about time. We've had the game modes with the Stormbreaker in the game, and so for the mythic item given to Thor this season, I think it only makes sense to bring back that iconic Stormbreaker from the Marvel movies and the Fortnite endgame LTM. The Stormbreaker can finally make its return paired alongside Mr. Thor, and I think this skin would sell. So yeah, that's gonna be my number 3 spot, but wait till you hear the number 2 spot, because at number 2, we have an iconic villain from an Avengers movie, Ultron. Like I said before, Thanos, Loki, and even Doctor Doom are all in the game, but Ultron, of all Marvel villains, is still not here yet. Why? The dialogue that this man has said in the Avengers film was so chilling and up there with some of the quotes that Thanos has said. Could you imagine a trio in-game running at you with Iron Man, Vision, and Ultron? There needs to be an Ultron skin, and I think a crazy good edit style would include his broken down first edition version paired alongside his repaired body new mega villain version. Ultimately, I put Ultron at number 2 because I feel like he deserves it the most out of all of the skins on this list. Of course, before number 1. And I think a mythic for this guy could easily be similar to Iron Man's Unibeam, but maybe in a different color scheme and sound effect. Ultron is menacing. He is to be feared, and I think I'm not alone when I say that we are in dire need of an Ultron skin. So to see him come to the game soon would be a dream come true, but not as good as a dream come true like our number 1 spot, because for our number 1 spot, surpassing every other character on this list that I have mentioned, we have the one and only Iron Man. Iron Man twice on the list, and he already has a skin in the game. What is this tomfoolery, you may ask? Well, I'm gonna need you guys to hear me out. Now, we've mentioned the Mark 1 suit at number 10, and honestly, I think I still stand by it. The Mark 1 suit deserves to be in the game, built with a box of scraps and started it all. The Iron Man skin that we have in the game already technically is called Tony Stark and not Iron Man, and gives you only one variation of the suit. Now, you might know where I'm going with this, but for the number 1 entry, it isn't just gonna be one Iron Man, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. This is going to be a customizable Iron Man skin. You heard it right, a customizable Iron Man skin. This skin is going to allow you to go through all of Tony's different designs of the suit, different variations, different color schemes, as much as we can bring in for the skin. Now, obviously, you aren't going to be able to use every single mark, every single design that Iron Man has ever created with his suits, but a good amount, like 10 edit styles for an Iron Man skin where you can change the color, you can change the mask, you can change the arc reactor shape. just all down to the T would just be amazing. This would be the perfect way to get back players who didn't have the chance to obtain the Iron Man skin in the first place and reintroduce him into a new battle pass. This would be similar to the way Tuna Fish Stick was handled, that Chimera alien skin was handled. Just skins that allow you to obtain various edit styles all in one. This would be one of those customizable skins in the battle pass. And so you can go around the Fortnite map collecting different armor trims, different colors, different masks, or just different marks as a whole, and allow you to alternate and change between them all in one Iron Man skin. And if you don't want to gatekeep it to a battle pass, you can easily throw this into a shop. This skin I know would sell and would pay homage to Tony Stark, giving us the true Iron Man that we deserve. Of course, for his mythic, I would bring back the old Iron Man repulsors and the Unibeam. And that's gonna wrap it up, our whole top 10 list. Marvel characters that I would like to see come into Fortnite. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comment section below, and please let me know what characters would you like to see come into Fortnite next season. It's been fun making this list. I hope at least one of them comes. I mean, they have to. Out of all 10 of these guys, one of them has to come into the game. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with each new video that I make. It's been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.